Welcome to Table Talk with Uncle Luck, where you get the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Man, how y'all doing? Y'all doing all right?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good? Y'all, this episode is sponsored by Duran and Carthon. So if you need any professional legal services, holla at Duran and Carthon, y'all. They got you covered. Got you covered for all your legal representation. So, on this episode, I got my girl, Miss Jewel Chappell. I'm your boy, Uncle Luck. I got my girl, Ice Doll, right here. And my brother, K Chill.
Let's go.
Let's go, right? So, with this podcast, I want to be able to talk about things differently. A lot of podcasts we see is usually like men against women. Mm-hmm. And, we want to talk about topics that's truthful, but something that can really bridge the gap and help somebody, whether they're struggling personally, in their relationship, or whatever it is. So that's kind of what we gearing in on this one. So the first topic is living your truth, regardless if it costs you your relationship, your career, or money. Living your truth.
Okay. I
right?
like that.
Living your truth. How important it is to live your truth, regardless of what it costs. What you got, June?
I feel like I'm going through that right now. Not as far as the money part, but relationship as far as my family. Because growing up structured military household, we were taught, don't do anything that's going to make us look like you're crazy, or And for the longest, I was suppressing who I was, even though I was getting by. I still was bubbly and everything. But just recently, maybe in the past few months, I've given myself permission to, I'm going to live out loud. But what comes with that is the consequences of people judging you. And I'm a people pleaser, so I'm struggling with that. Yeah. But I'm making money, so it's like, do you care about what everybody thinks, or do you care about your bank account?
You can't. You can't care about what nobody think, because right now in the world, we done switched over to virtual stuff like the phones and everything. Mm-hmm. Them people that was in our days, they don't understand it. Yeah. We just caught on. We were supposed to be dinosaur too, but we caught on to what's going on. Mm-hmm. So they don't get it. They looking at us like an alien. This is the new way to make money. They don't understand that though.
Right.
All they know is I'm finna get up and go to this 9 to 5, and that's just how life's supposed to be. And you can create life for yourself within the 4 walls of your house right now. You can get paid in there. They don't understand that. It's gonna be some things that you seen me as a little boy that you see me doing right now that you gonna think I'm retarded. Mm-hmm. But if that's what keep them lights on in the house,
what work. Right.
I'm sorry, Auntie, if you feel the way that when you see me in them pampers. Yeah. And now you like it now. At first they thought I was crazy.
They thought you was crazy. Mm-hmm.
But now you like it now because a stranger told you that it was okay, what I was doing. It would have, if nobody else would have confirmed
exactly. Mm. Or if it wouldn't have blew up. It's like, nah, because they'll tell you, oh, well, that's crazy what you're doing, that's crazy. But as soon as it blow up, I knew you would make it. I knew. Mm. Like why it flipped now? The narrative changed whenever you're starting to profit from it now. But before you profit from it, it was crazy.
I think they see it in you, but for some odd reason in life, a stranger, word is born. Like somebody close to you, they could give you all kind of ideas all day long, but you know that person so well to where the stranger seems like they do it better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why it's like that.
So you had any struggles, Naima, just,
Well, with me, I live my truth.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing I'm ashamed of. Like, with me being single, a lot of men be like, oh, she must have been hurt. That's why she don't. But no, I'm living my truth. I don't want to go with everybody else doing. Like, you might accept something, you might accept something different, you might accept something. But for me, I know what I will and what I won't accept. So if I won't accept it, then guess what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to live my truth. And hey, if I have to be single for the rest of my life, hey, so be it. So I don't really have no regrets or, because I always live my life. But I do feel like a lot of people they do not live in their truth, I should say.
Majority
But
of
social
people,
media,
yeah.
like what he said, it made it easier for people to live in their truth because guess what? They made it funny. Like, you don't know if it's his truth or not if he like to wear a pamper. But it made it okay.
It made it okay.
So
Right.
even if he ain't living in his truth, he living in his truth.
Shouldn't real love align with your truth?
It should.
Because a lot of us we put what we doing on the back burner, right? We say, oh
Yeah.
man, oh well, why you gotta do this? Well, you always in the studio,
Yeah.
you always on your phone doing content. But if you supported the vision, you'd be helping me get content ideas.
Right.
You'd be in the studio with me
Yeah.
recording if you was part of my truth. But
Yeah.
so many people put their dreams on the back burner because of DC, or you know what I'm saying, or like your job stressing you out. Your job stressing you out. It's like, what you willing to do to take that risk? You really want to leave the job. No one leaving the job would help you focus on you, but we say, well, you know what? I don't think I could survive.
Right.
It's the fear of the unknown that keeps people in bondage because sometimes you got to take that leap of faith and jump.
Let me add
you
to
know?
what you're saying. Okay, so I don't lie at all. I just try to be straight up honest.
You really are pretty forward.
So every other day I'll go and look at my account and see what's in there, and I'm watching it. Boy, right now I ain't happy where that's at.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I'm not fixing to go do this either at nobody's job. So
Right.
I'm gonna be up all night long until I get that back where it needs to be.
But
at.
you know, everybody got them moments. Everybody got people. That's transparency that people need to talk about. Because
Now,
let me
check
tell you
this
something.
out.
My lights got cut off before.
Well, hold on. Check
Not too
this
long
out.
ago.
My car got repoed.
No, check
So
this
I'm
out.
saying,
happened before, too.
people stuck with.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, you can get up tomorrow. I'm not knocking nobody with a 9 to 5. I'm saying we have figured it out how to do it. Not everybody gonna be able to figure it out like what we doing. But what I'm saying is, you can get up, you can go get your rest tonight, and you can get up tomorrow
Right.
and go get that money. But it's not gonna allow you to be free in the world.
Right.
You're gonna you're gonna have to. You gotta get back over there, and sometime maybe on the weekend too.
Yeah.
Whereas I stay up all night taking cat naps, trying to see what's coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right.
But at 12 noon, I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
While you in that about to beat this hoe up across the table from you.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you're mad at
'Cause
work.
you're mad.
Yeah.
With an attitude.
Well, being
But
free
sometimes work
comes at
don't
a
even.
price.
It doesn't pay the bills all the time either. So
That's
you
what
at
I'm
work
saying.
all day and you're not.
Yeah.
But you know, when you align up with what you created to
Oh,
do,
let me put my I know you lying, my and flip on the table. Okay. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Look. All right.
whenever you align with what it is you're supposed to do or what you was created to do, it's a sense of peace. Because I'm gonna tell you, I worked offshore and made good money offshore, but dealing with the racism I dealt with out there and everything back then called a nigga and everything I dealt with, man, it came at a price. So sometimes the big money come at a price when you're not in control.
Yep.
I feel like a bra strap just fell off.
I had a little
bra
more-
strap. I like a bra strap just came on my shirt.
Man, right there looking like buckwheat without the hat.
like a bra strap just pop off.
That's how it be.
Yeah, but you know, it seemed like, you know, when you deal with stuff at a price sometimes, and even if it's less money you make, it's the peace when you control your own time. You know, and that right there is irreplaceable because you can control your own time.
Yep.
And I've realized, man, I got offers to go back offshore. Hey, man, we gonna pay you $300,000 a year, this, that, and the other, and that sounds great. Because I know, like, in my struggle sometimes, it's like I want to give up my freedom to go make the money. Because in my mind, I think, well, if I just go do that for 1 year, then, you know, I can come back and pay my debt off. But what happens is when you take that step and you get locked into that money, you start
Yeah,
making more
yeah,
bills
yeah.
and you're not coming back.
You're not coming back.
And then now you look at how much your children have grown and how much you've missed. So
Yeah.
for me, what I've learned is that the reward is having control of your time, even if it's less money.
Facts.
And then you learn how to survive with it. It's so crazy that with less money, I'm able to have more because I've realized that I don't need a lot of the extra stuff. What I need 5 cars for?
Well, and then
You know, and that's just me. But you got to realize, you know, what really matters. And there's so many of us lost thinking that things matter. And I learned that from you. And I'm going to say this. I learned this from you. watching you and watching you how you live and watching how you have stuff and your humbleness and how happy you be being able to control your time made me realize a lot in life. Like, man, dog, you free. You don't have to pay nothing. Like, all your bills is paid. I'm trying to get debt free. You debt free. So people can look at the narrative differently. Yeah, I may have a bigger house than you, but you free.
Right.
I gotta pay the bank.
But you know what got me is when I passed yesterday by one of them bridges and one of them boys was under there laying down. I said, boy, you tripping. Man, that boy under there with his pet laying down under one of them overpass.
Like the dog pet.
And I'm tripping. I say, oh man, come on now, go to your house and chill out, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because what I'm saying is somebody somewhere got it
Worse.
Man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying? They got somebody going paycheck to paycheck. And you around, you're concerned about something you shouldn't be concerned about right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's what woke me up out of there. And I passed by a bridge. They had a dude laying down under that bridge. I'm like, oh, bro, come on. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, we not taught from young. A lot of us not taught from young to go after your dreams 100%.
No.
We taught to
never was
find
necessary
somebody,
that.
find somebody that you can love,
Go
find
to school
somebody
and get a good job.
Yeah, and then find somebody, marry somebody. But and
wish I
it make
did
it
that.
seem like marrying somebody is the end goal. Marriage is not the end goal.
Right.
Loving yourself
Yeah.
and finding what you created for is
Yeah.
the end goal. Because I see so many people in relationships and marriage in bondage. Because the person you married to or dating is not your biggest supporter.
And we all in entertainment. So somebody that's not into entertainment
Yeah.
They don't get
is
it.
not gonna get it.
Not gonna get it.
They're not gonna understand
And not just
it.
entertainment, entrepreneurship. Because if you a grinder and you got your own business and they don't understand invoices and clients calling you, they can say, well, golly, Jew, why somebody calling you at 9 o'clock at night? But if a corporation calling you at 9 o'clock say, hey, we want you to clean off facility and go pay you $10,000, as an entrepreneur, you got to get that money.
And okay, and let's just go down the shortcut and let's get straight to the point. If this woman right here, if you at the house with me and you're not understanding my ways, then this woman is a realtor right here, and I'm out here in the field dealing with this realtor or whatever the case is, and she connecting to me more, that mean you're not fully doing what you need to be doing at the house to keep my attention right here. Because if I can go out and this woman could get my attention like that, that mean we're not mixing right. You know, look, we're not never gonna be perfect for each other. Nobody. A man is either. A man,
Right.
a man sometimes is clueless to what a woman need. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, come in here with your best foot forward. I'm not saying you gotta be dolled up every day, but damn, can you?
Right.
You're already walking down the hallway with this cellulite on. Can you?
Dress it up, please.
I mean, every now and then,
Right.
can you put
Right.
something on top of that for
Right.
me?
Yeah.
But I think that's really where the communication come in, because even though what we were saying, we're entertainers, you know, will understand, but they really don't understand when it's entertainer to entertainer. So sometimes, like, opposite doesn't attract. You know, it's supposed to attract opposites, but to me, I feel like I've tried dating in the industry, you know what I'm saying, from the low to the high, and they jealous. But I'm like, you know what I do because you do it. So it ain't always that. I think it's really more the communication. So if I feel like I would have to find a man that really on his stuff, but he can't be in the industry, I don't feel like it'll be the person that's in the industry for me. It'll be a person that's probably out there with the white folks trying to be, you know, at the top. That might be who's for me, but he's still working just as hard as I'm working. So he ain't tripping that I'm doing this and I'm doing that
That's
because
the
he's
problem.
doing so much.
'Cause
So
then-
if we communicate with each other,
The other
then-
person not busy enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They don't have enough going on in their life
And
to
they feel
match
worried
up
about
with
you.
you.
No,
Right.
you know what I think it is? For me, I think it's the person that you with ain't your best friend. Because you got to go
yeah.
back to your best
Yeah.
friend. Let's go back to your childhood. Like, yo, road dog, they come knock to the door. Can you come play outside? They didn't look at your shoes. They didn't look at nothing. It's like, let's go
Yeah.
play.
Yep.
We throwing the ball. So, like, if you get that back where the person that you with is truly your best friend, the insecurities is out the window because you my best friend. Like, we want to spend time together. You know, we want to help each other out. Man, I can remember, you know, being with best friends and trying to, you know, jump higher. We used to wear the jumping shoes. We used to, you know, just do stuff to better each other, you know, and we would share secrets and everything. And I think that if we learned instead of looking at the image, and an image play a role, but it has its place.
Right.
It has its place. You know, if we push friendship, communication, and chemistry first, before I even ask you what your degree is, where you work, all of that devil, because that don't really matter. It don't because you can't buy that kind of connection.
Come around
but
me
if we
and
were
just
if we
hang
were
out.
taught that,
Come hang around me
Yeah.
and see if me and you even lack what each
but
other
social
lack.
media, we're so cute, so close to, you know, we're used to this.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
think when they talk to you, it's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
There's
Or,
no,
you know,
no
it's an
time
image.
for connecting.
oh, Jew, he ain't cute. What you with that boy? That's not cute for. But it could be everything
Oh, I
that
don't
you
be worried
needed,
about that.
resourceful,
Right.
like you know, for your well being. You know,
Right.
somebody that's
We
really your
can't
best
go
friend.
sit
Right.
down to a restaurant and snap a picture without the opposite sex. Oh, so
Yeah.
that's who it. Damn, where you been?
Yeah.
Because you ain't been hollering at me like that. All of a sudden, this
Right.
person done brought everybody out the woodworks now. Oh, so that, well, what you been looking who for? You ain't said nothing.
I don't think we know how to go after what we need. We're not attracted to what we need. We're attracted to what we think we want
Right.
and
Right.
what look good for the
and
moment.
what everybody else wants.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
look good for the moment because we people pleasers naturally.
And what's wrong with going see if you even compatible with somebody? Just sitting down across from somebody might not even take a hug and a kiss. If the conversation don't line up, it
Yeah.
don't
And
line
it doesn't
up.
take long for you to know if you're compatible with somebody.
Right, right.
We're
You gotta
smart
have a
enough to know
conversation.
within the few
No,
first
as soon as you
few
can get in the
hours.
vehicle, you know damn near if you're ready to get out.
Yeah.
your energy,
I mean,
your
that's true.
feeling, all
I
that.
mean, that is so true because I mean, like with K Chill, you know, I heard of him just like he heard of me through, you know, the industry. But if I was to go off of an image on his social media, I probably wouldn't have never even thought that we would hold a conversation. Now he like my best friend.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I can
Yep.
talk to him. I can call him, but man, why this happened? You know what I'm saying? Like we actually have a good
Yep.
chemistry because we actually sat there and got to know each other instead of
And the
just
crazy
saying,
part,
"Oh,"
and
you
the
know?
crazy
So-
part with me online is just me stumbling across what made somebody laugh. But you can't judge that person because that ain't what you get one-on-one with me. Like you will see that and you'll be like, that's how he is all of the time. No,
Right.
when I walk in a grocery store or something, I done cut that switch on for you because I know that's what you want to see. I'm not living life retarded every day.
But you would think so.
No,
If
K
you
Chill
see-
really does
You're not
not.
wearing them drawers everywhere you go.
Right.
You're not
Right.
wearing the
That's why I
drawers
say you really
everywhere you go.
No.
But
Yeah.
that's just like anybody that's entertainer. You know how to get in the character
Yeah.
mode. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm a boring person,
Yeah.
really. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
but you
That's
can't.
what I'm saying. You see what she's saying?
Yeah.
Same thing with me. You looking at the phone and thinking, boy, life around him would just be no, man. I'm at home. The most boring is no
is
for
pretty
real.
quiet.
Yeah.
Lame. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
every time I call you, what you doing? You taking a nap.
Nothing.
Every time I call you, you're taking a nap.
No, super
Or
lame.
working on something.
But
No, taking a nap.
But all of my energy is into
Your character.
watching the world move.
Yeah.
So I'll go somewhere and find a joke in anything because I'm observing the world. Like even when I'm serious, I'm watching everything going on because there's a joke in it to me. But that's not really the person that I really genuinely am, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I just think it's not, you can't compromise your happiness to be in bondage with somebody that's
be
not your
miserable.
biggest cheerleader. Because you got to think about it. The person that you supposed to spend your rest of your life with or like spend most of your time with should be your biggest cheerleader. I'm talking about like cheer you on. You know how
That's
almost
worth
like
more
a
than
parent,
money.
how almost a parent cheer the child. Come on, little Billy. Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Kick the ball. And you know he ain't good, but you know. Hey, listen, because we got to start speaking life to each other, and I
Yeah.
think that's the biggest thing that we don't do because we want somebody to come built and prepared. We don't want to, cultivate and fertilize and help, encourage. I just
Right.
want you to know how to love me
That's
without
right.
me having to teach you
Right.
how to
But
love
I don't
me.
understand why people don't like to do that.
Because they
Because I
feel
find
like,
it exciting.
Like-
Leaving options open.
Not
open.
only that, it's almost like, take for instance, you and your wife, okay? Say y'all together, but in her head, not saying I know what she would think,
Yeah.
but in her head, she might be like, I'm not no fan. You know what I'm saying? So instead of looking at it like that, you would more look like, that's my man. Like, yeah, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And cheer him on instead of thinking that everybody gonna feel like you a fan. You know what I'm saying? The opposite
okay.
for him, he also will have to make sure he treat his lady to a point that whenever he treat the other people that he got to be cool and cordial to because he's an artist. You know, he got to, you know, you don't want to be mean to people, but you don't want to make your wife feel disrespected, right? So it's more of a be a fan, but don't feel like you being a fan. And I think that's where a lot of people get like, I ain't no fan of yours. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm not a groupie. Like, it ain't you being a groupie. It's just you supporting me.
And one thing, I don't care what you do. If I touch you mentally, when you leave me, I don't care where you go still have your mind on me. It may be boring while you're with me right now because you don't realize what I'm doing to you mentally. If I'm in your head and your heart, I don't care how much money I have or don't have. If I get that head fucked up right, I don't care where you go. When you get over there, you're going to be looking back over here like, damn, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
That's
Now
what
I see it
posted
now.
today.
A lot of people don't realize.
And money,
I posted that today.
And money can't buy that.
Yeah.
Money can't buy. You can go over there and be sitting on the top of a hill with somebody with millions of dollars. Boy, you be trying to break away and come right back to the projects and deal with me every time you can because I'm in your heart and your mind. Them little times we around each other, boy, that shit that priceless.
Yeah.
This man don't know how to hold you like that, and you know what I'm saying? Don't know your little soft spots, and you know what I'm saying? Just doing simple shit. And that's the problem right now. That's the problem.
You know, I think what Ice had said in regards to, you know, people not being your biggest supporter and, you know, cheering you on or being a fan, personal insecurities prevent you being able to hype the person up that you really with. Because some women who is with a man who's in the industry, NBA or whatnot, you more worried about what other woman is around or what other woman is doing versus you being able to focus on cheering them on from personal insecurities. A lot of men that you might have been with had personal insecurities. So it was like, I can't cheer you on because I'm so worried about everybody around who looking at you, what man looking at you. Not realizing if I took care of you and treated you the best, they would make it hard to be replaced and you wouldn't even desire nobody else.
Exactly.
We
That's
don't
what I
put the
was
work
saying.
in to making sure the person is satisfied. We rather put the work in to try to bully everybody around you. Don't look at him. No, don't do this. Well, who are you? And roll your eyes at all these other women.
Yeah.
Instead of securing your place with treatment. Because if you secure your place with treatment, then you ain't even got to worry about nothing because guess what? It makes it hard to be replaced because you got the best thing there is. If I got a brand new car that I loved and I've been wanting and I finally got it, you can say, hey, you want a Honda? Nah, boy. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good. Like, you can't tell me with a new car.
And if I care
you know?
about you and love you enough, I ain't gonna put myself in a predicament to disrespect you in public.
Right. That's almost like that saying.
And that's your job to make me feel like this. To make me feel like I feel about you. That's for you to make me feel like this to make you not want to disrespect you in the front of nobody. I'm getting that because you put that in me. You made me want to do that for you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Not off for no. Yeah, when you get over that snap pictures in there and da you ain't gonna bully me into loving you.
Right. That's almost like that saying, you know how like daddy's little girl, daddy gonna treat you how another man should treat you. Should be the same in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you treat me like that, like if your wife or your husband's giving you all the compliments and telling you this about yourself and pumping you up, like, yeah, when you go in the streets and a woman tell you that or a man tell you that, it's gonna you used to it. So it ain't gonna make a difference. But whenever you're not used to it and somebody's telling you things that you want to hear, of course you're gonna be like, oh, hold on, I like what you said. Let me see what you know what I'm saying. But if my husband was telling me that, I'm like, oh, yeah, I know.
And
you know what I'm
that's
saying? Because
true.
my husband tell me that all the time.
But I think you have to get with people that align with how you are. You have servants and you have people that take.
Right.
You can't change a taker into a servant.
Yep. True.
So if you're a servant at heart, get with someone that is.
Yep.
That's a giver.
But you got to be willing to listen, to learn. Because any man can be what you need with good communication. Because all I got to do is listen. I can learn to love you.
We all are easy to mold.
You know, you learn how to put eyelashes on your eyes, right?
Yep.
You learn how to do your little hair, put your braids.
Yeah.
You learn how to do all kind of stuff around the house because you wanted to learn. You put the effort. All it takes is
True.
effort to really learn. And it kills me that people expect people to come already put together. But
Right.
you got to realize everybody broken. All of us are broken. So to be with me, you gotta have a white shirt, like I got a white shirt, and we, start to design what we want to design together. Because you come with a shirt already with a design on it, and you want me to my design to match yours. We got 2 different shirts on. They're not gonna match.
Right.
But if we got 2 white shirts, and we both start the design and put a color on it, then we can make it match.
Yeah.
And I think that too many people come in relationships, without that type of transparency to learn, because they feel, well, I should have it together. Jew should have it together. You should know how to take care of a man, Jew. But
I do.
But what if the man that
I got things I got to work on. I know.
but what if the man that you had might like something, but the new man don't? You gotta figure out what the new man likes.
You just gotta tell me.
Exactly. But
I'll do it.
but women gotta say it too. Hey, look, I like date nights. Can you take me on a date? Hey, I like my scalp to be scratched. Hey, I like my feet to be rubbed. You can't expect people to know stuff without you communicating. And sometimes you got to communicate it more than once. As men, we got so much going on in our brain. You may tell me something, I heard you, but I didn't digest it. I'm going to say that again. As a man, I heard you, but I didn't digest it.
Right.
I need you to keep feeding it to me for me to swallow it. And unfortunately, some women, I ain't got time for that, or I'm not doing that. But I'm telling you, I can love you, but you gotta feed it to me. And then sometimes multiple times. Hey, babe, hey, it's Thursday. Can we do a date night? Mark your calendar. Well, I shouldn't have to do that. He should take me on a date because no. Especially as an entrepreneur. Tell me, babe, Thursday, we like controlling women. But the fact is, women control in the wrong light and in the wrong direction.
Yeah, because the right motherfucker can tell me what to do all day long. I listen.
The way she deliver the message to you, how she stroke your ego.
No, it's what I want. What I really want to tell me what the fuck to do. And I'm going to do it now. No, I'm not taking that shit from just no.
But it gotta be the right. It gotta be the right.
I'm laying down on a herb machine trying to get myself back together. I want what I want. Everybody want what they want. Listen, knock on wood.
Oh,
and maybe that's why I'm single. I done went through 48 years of my life dating. I don't no knock to nobody, but settling for where I ain't really want to be. Let me be and leave me alone, or just let me pick what I like. And I'm not saying it gotta be no spectacular motherfucker. I'm not saying that. This shit got to make sense right now at 48. Whatever I grab and leave the game with, I want to leave out nice. Fuck.
So what you mean when you leave out?
What does that look like though for
what
the
I'm
people
saying
that are
at
listening?
48, when you're going into your retirement ages, like 60, 65 or whatever, no, I want to grab me something nice and come on and let's keep ourselves together and ride off in the sunset. I don't, come give me some okay. And I got to work on this at 48. Boy, we got machines trying to get our body back together. I can't. No, fuck all that. No. Give me something decent, and then I'm.
Now, what you mean by decent? Right. Like, what you mean by that? Like, what's
you
decent?
can be with someone fine, K-Chill, if that's what you want.
Because everybody got their own preference.
No.
She can be sexy.
So, what is your preference?
Because I want to work hard for her too. I got shit to work. Not gonna. I don't want to damage your show with the cussing. Didn't. All right, but anyhow. I want to work hard on it too for you. I want to be able to come home and say, boy, look what's in here. You can't stay like this. You got to get it together too. Because a man, the first thing he go off of is what he look at when he come home every day. Okay, you ain't got to be dolled up every day. It's just I know I got something in here that know how to get it together. That make me work harder. That make me want to. I've never been a everybody person. Y'all see how I move in public. Y'all see I ain't for everybody. I'm for everybody as far as a comedian, but I ain't for everybody as far as I'm flirting.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch me flirting with everybody. I'm a one-woman person. But when I come home and I see that, I like to impress who I'm with. That's how I always was brought up. I like to impress who I'm with. If I can't impress who I'm with, then I don't need to be with them. If it don't turn me on to impress you, then I'm not happy. And I just want to get out of it. I ain't going to cheat on you. I just want to get out of it because I'm not happy with wanting to impress you.
So on that, I have a question for y'all. Why is it so hard for women to continuously want to impress their man? Behind closed doors, not in the public.
It's not hard for me.
Yeah, for me, I'm me. I'm really natural person. It's hard to say for us because I'm a natural person. So I'm gonna look decent with or without my makeup. I'm gonna look decent in or out of clothes.
because we're doing it for ourselves,
right?
so it's not hard to do it for someone
But
else.
I mean, I put on my bonnet and my wrap and all that. But I mean, I'm not gonna come to bed with no holes. I ain't gonna.
But why
no
why
faded
y'all
clothes.
can't come to bed dolled up every once in a while to give us that pow? Because at the end of the day, we get tired seeing the moo and the robe on and
But
all
see,
that.
that's
stuff.
what you said about the
every now and
communication.
then. So yeah, like, and it's not all the time, but like once a month, man, come to bed, put some heel on with a thong
Man.
and all this here, and make us
Man,
want
we
to do something
simple as a
different.
motherfucker.
You know, like
But
because
y'all,
we
you
do
see
it
how
to
you
go to
saying
brunch.
it?
saying every
Are
night.
you telling
No,
y'all women
you know,
that though?
not every
you
night.
know why most women don't? Because women are very bashful.
Right.
Like we're very.
Timid
It's
about
weird,
our body.
like,
But
if
you
you're
can go to
looking at
brunch
me-
and do all of this shit.
But they
Because-
ain't in a thong.
Yeah, and we're
Wait,
also
some
not.
of wear- some of them,
but-
they don't wear
Wait,
drawers
wait,
at
but
all.
we're in a
listen,
group
they don't
setting.
need no
Be with
drawers. I
them.
want to hear what she's saying.
Yeah,
Now, go
if
ahead.
you're in a group setting, all eyes aren't on you. But if you're one-on-one with your man, it's like, oh my God, you're looking at me.
Oh, if you're in a group setting, all eyes is on you because you know when you
But
walk
you
through the
don't-
door, everybody turn and look
No,
at you.
Yeah, but
it's,
this
but
ain't
it's
our
not the
first
same.
rodeo,
Why do you
though.
think it's easier for people to sing in front of a crowd versus one-on-one with someone? Like if you was out and someone said, "Come on,
Sing
Sean,
right
go
now."
ahead,
You
sing
gonna be
right
like-
now." You could be like, "Wait, what song
But
do you
yeah,
want me to sing?"
she got a point.
No, yeah, she ain't
That-
lying.
that's
Because if
true.
somebody try to be one-on-one and tell me be funny, I can't.
But that's your
But
man.
you're a man.
But also,
It's
you
just
see how
being
what y'all just
bashful.
you see what you just said.
Yeah.
You want something to look at. You want so if
And
you
I'm
made her feel like that. If you made her feel like every stretch mark, every cellulite, everything that's on her body, if you constantly telling her, "Boo, baby, you look good," she gonna start coming to bed in a thong
Right.
or being. But if we don't hear that when it's time to go to sleep, ain't nobody be like, "Oh, baby, you look good," or, you know what I'm saying. So you also have to be able to
Man,
continue
after about that
because we
third or
don't get
fourth
me
year, I
wrong.
tried all that
We
shit.
all gain weight.
Yeah, because
we
a lot
lose
of the
weight,
times
we
y'all
feel bloated.
get this energy
Yeah.
of expectation, and we feel it, and the pressure is on us.
Even
So
with
then
one
we're-
man in the house.
Yes.
Yeah. Cause you still it's social
Yes.
media time.
But why is it whenever we first start dating, you bend over, twerk, and do all of this stuff to get my attention, but after you get me and I'm yours, you want to say how you feel it?
The same reason y'all do the same thing to us too.
We don't change.
Yeah, what?
What change? We
All the
nasty.
time.
We nasty when you met me.
Yeah,
we gonna be
but y'all
nasty?
take us on dates.
it
We don't
may-
have
yeah.
to tell you to take us on dates.
Right, you buying flowers, and then all of a sudden you stop buying flowers.
So
It's
don't
the same thing.
don't make it like it's just
Y'all
us.
was texting us all the time, and then you
Yeah.
don't text us all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's the truth. And then, so it works. And y'all, that's why I said what I said earlier. If you making sure that woman know you still like her dance, you still like her say
Right,
like,
and you
then
gotta give me
ain't-
time.
Like, oh yeah, baby, yeah. You know, they're gonna be excited because it's gonna become fun. It's gonna become a game. It's not gonna become a. I wonder if he gonna say something. If
But
he
it's,
gonna notice. I
it's
gained
hard
weight.
when we do give them compliments. A lot of times y'all say, "Oh, you just trying to say that." Oh, you
Oh, no,
get
I don't
like
say
you
that.
picking on me. Like God, like
No,
them
no,
dimples.
no,
What you trying to say? I got
No,
dimples. Well,
that's not
I
a
mean,
woman trait. That's
I'm
a
trying.
person that's insecure trait.
Yeah.
I am not insecure. You give me a compliment, I say, I know.
So, is it possible for a man to really secure a woman, or is that something she have to do on her own?
It's both.
I say
It's
this.
both.
Yeah,
I can
it's
say
both.
this for sure.
Yeah, definitely both.
To me, when a woman really down with you, I know there's gonna be men gonna be on my top for this. Most women not gonna cheat.
That's true.
Most women are stay with a dog and keep giving him multiple chances, trying to let him fix it, and she still won't cheat.
That's true.
I don't get that part. Like the dude that's the doggish dude, they'll give him multiple chances. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's damn near like why you can't be a good guy, like. Because the good guy gonna get fucked over.
no, they
Because
give him multiple chances because he
Right.
got good D.
But why?
yeah, that's probably
Okay.
one of the reasons. And he lying.
I think that's why a lot of women stay with toxic men.
Yeah.
This is the fact that toxic got good D.
Yes.
Some of it, yeah.
Yes, because
Well, bro, I guess we
that's
got
all
good
they
D.
have to offer.
Yeah.
No, even
that
like
will keep
homeless
somebody,
men,
though.
good D.
Homeless men.
well, yeah,
And I don't mean the men on the street.
Got the issue.
I'm not talking about the men on the street.
That's why
I'm
they got
talking
more
about the
children.
men
But
They
the-
stay with their mama.
but
that
you
stay
know
with
what?
the mom,
The
or they
most-
looking for somewhere to stay because
Most of
that's
the
all
men,
they got to offer.
most of the men with good D got a lot of children.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what? Like most men,
I mean, yeah,
sex
I can't
is
argue with that.
something you have to be in a relationship.
not
If a
argue.
woman ain't giving you none, you don't want to be in a relationship, correct?
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So for us, a man that is sexing us, caressing us right, we want that on a regular. We don't want to have to change partners.
Can
so
I say this?
that's where
I
the
wanna
problem
add
is.
to
We
that.
don't want to change partners when we have one that's sexing us and caressing us right. We want to stick with that
Knocking
good.
us down.
Because guess what? If we go try something new, we hoes, we thoughts. So why not stick with
That-
what we
yeah,
know is
that's
good?
why-
Because guess
yep,
what? If we
you're
go
right.
over here and he ain't happening, we coming right back to that dog.
So sometimes the sex is so good to where you'll tolerate the disrespect, you'll
Yes.
tolerate everything else
Yep.
because that part of the relationship is together.
No, it's because when you get good sex, you get that dopamine fix that makes you believe it's all good.
And this is what I think.
Yeah, dopamine.
This is what
You
I
go just
feel.
get dopamine tablets and just eat that.
This is what I feel. Y'all might think I'm tripping.
Go sell it.
I really feel like this. I feel like when you have sex with somebody, I feel like y'all spirit and y'all energy is mixing.
Of course.
Now, you ever been away from somebody and like, damn, I got like an intuition, like
Something wrong with
doing
them.
something. Mm-hmm. After y'all done had good sex, your spirit, I know this sound crazy, your spirit then left your body and went seeing what their spirit doing and come back to you and give you that sense of intuition. Because while you sitting there and normally when you thinking it, is probably what's happening. You up at 3 or 4 in the morning trying to figure out where he at or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
Your spirit done seen that. Y'all done mixed spirits when you have sex. Because everything changed once you have sex. If
Mm-hmm.
the sex is right, man, that chemistry changed right quick, right fast. From that day, yesterday, y'all was on the phone, with that, whatever y'all was talking about, that's something else today. Man, what we is or where we going with this? With good sex. So I feel like energy and spirits mix. And I feel like it follow each other. I feel like when you're doing something wrong, sometimes you might be with somebody on some sneaky stuff. They partner might text them like, hey, what you up to? Don't never text them. The spirit watching.
While you in the moment.
The spirit in the hotel.
All at the
room
wrong
with y'all.
moment. At the wrong time.
The spirit in there with y'all.
Hey, never
The
call me. Now you want to
spirits
call
is
me.
Don't
Right.
never call. Soon as you cheating with that person, here come a text message. Hey, just thinking about you. Damn, you ain't never sent me no text like this before. You know what I'm saying? You're in they spirit watching you. I feel that.
Well, I mean, at 3 o'clock in the morning, if my man ain't home, I'm thinking that anyway. I ain't got to worry about a speaker telling me.
3. Well, depending on if what we do. Depending
As
on
an
if what we
entertainer.
do.
Yeah. Because some
Because-
shows you come back late.
Yeah,
Well,
and
that's
you might
different.
be,
I mean,
you know.
you at a show, but he didn't say entertainment. He just said
Well, yeah, I just
spirits,
said in
you
general.
know,
Yeah. No, if you two motherfuckers that get up and gotta go to work the next morning, you ain't got no
But let me
business
tell you
outside.
something. If I know mine got to be out at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna be out at 3 and 4 with him.
Yeah.
That part.
And nothing wrong with that when you
Nothing
want to
wrong
be
with
with who you want to be
Nothing
with.
is wrong with
Nothing
that.
wrong with
Be up under
having
you.
that person with you.
And nobody can tell you that you're doing too much for somebody you love.
Never.
People always want to, well, you're always together.
And sure is.
So what's wrong with that? That should,
Sure
that
is.
should
That's
be
my
that should be
person.
something that should be
I like being around them.
mirrored. Like you would want to be. Oh, share y'all with you, man. You never have time for me. Well, I'm not single. What is
And I
wrong
don't
with your
sleep with
with your
you.
spouse being
I
your
mean,
best friend?
Bruh, this
You know?
is how easy this shit here is, bro. Man, let me just cut to the chase. Man, don't come around me smelling like some Virginia Slims on your bread. You know what I'm saying? You coming around here. Man, that ain't a picture I seen online.
That thing crazy.
You done pop up
Okay.
around here looking like something else. You want me to want you for what you look like
The
naturally?
filters. Leave the filters
man,
alone.
you done AI'd everything on that. Then, man, get back in your car when you
Chill,
pull up.
you don't even need to be on those dating apps anyway.
No. What I'm saying, like Facebook and Instagram. Let's say we meet on there. Well, you don't come around here looking like that. That's what you made me like.
Man, yeah. But it's
Now, if you want to break that down eventually later on and start letting me see that other stuff. But man, all you've been posting is AI. All you've been posting is filters on you. I expect that when we go on the first date.
some men like us really like regular women. Like I'm okay with remember when women was going natural with their little they cut all their little hair off to get to their roots and they put their little band, their little puff in the back. Like I thought that was cute. Like I'm okay with the non-eyelashes. Women say, "Oh, y'all, we do it for y'all." No, y'all don't. Y'all do it for yourselves, baby. We gonna look at a caterpillar with an ass. We don't care. Like I've never heard a man turn a woman. They say, "Oh no, you're not. You're fine, but you're ugly." No, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. We say that, but as men, we super simple. I miss, like, you ain't gotta have colored toes, long as your nails clean. Long as you clean, you ain't gotta have all of that.
And
Like,
if
we
that person
simple.
don't put a few butterflies in you, bro, it don't mean nothing. If
Right.
you don't have butterflies, if you too comfortable, like when you first come around somebody, if they don't put them butterflies
and if you
in
doll
you,
up all the time, you got to keep that up because now that's what you impress me with. Just like men impress women with money. Oh, so now you got to keep that up. So you coming at me looking like that, you got to keep that up. Now, how dare you? How dare you? We come on after a day, you dolled up and you take all that off and put that on the dresser. And you look more man than me. Oh, no, man. Now you
Well,
saying
y'all
you
should
love
be
me
able to
how I
tell.
am. I never met you how you was. We talking about love me how I am. I didn't meet you how you was.
that's what that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay.
but y'all should be able to know what's more natural and what's not. I mean,
What
you
you
know
mean?
lashes, you know makeup, like
But we don't know what you look like with it off.
well, stop
Yeah,
getting the ones that's wearing the caked up makeup.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's not hard.
it's hard to find something. Y'all good, but you know how hard it is to find a woman that loves her own natural self? Hard.
I mean, y'all overlook
Now,
people
my-
like us anyway.
Well,
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, they want the ones that went and got their body done and
we don't
BBLs and
overlook.
stuff.
Y'all
No,
just
I ain't
not,
gonna lie.
y'all
I
not
know-
interested in what's good for y'all.
No,
That's
I'm
the
not gonna
problem.
lie.
Oh, who was
We
good for
don't
me
overlook.
then? Who's good for me then?
Billy.
See, I ain't gonna lie.
Billy. His
Don't
name
say
is
no
Billy.
Billy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I'm Billy.
I bet you never dated a man named Billy.
I know a guy named Billy. He got on my nerves. Nope.
He got on your nerves.
Yeah, he was weird.
That's what for you then.
Nope.
I ain't knocking nobody with that. With,
Stop going to the club where they dolled up looking for them.
I ain't knocking nobody with that work, but having work done, that ain't no big old thing for me. Like, I'm not tripping on that because I'm looking at the long run, like, you going to have complications and shit.
That's
You
only
gonna
good
be
for
around
5 to 10
your
years. Now you got to get a tune-up on
Yeah,
that.
no,
That's all
too
up.
much.
But you know what? A lot of people going away from it. I see a lot of celebrities going and take their BBLs out.
Yeah, because
dead.
me and you
Silicone, all
collectively
that.
gonna have to spend money later on, gonna get that shit pulled
Now
out
you,
at you 70
wait,
years
now
old.
you take that out, you got to cut all the skin that done stretch, and then now you got stitches where you done had the all of that there. You know?
70 years old with a BBL on you. Come on now.
Yeah.
And me and you got to put together and come up with another 10, 15 grand to go get that sucked out you. Oh, man, come on.
Goodness.
I ain't playing with them.
You know.
Man, how powerful would we be if we really learn to get it together as far as a real couple, like as a power couple? People talk about power couples all the time.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Well, we
Yeah.
say that, but we really don't know what they're dealing with behind closed
I think
doors.
that's just
But I'm
business.
saying, like real talk, though, like you got to think about it. Most of the times when we do see, it's not African Americans. It's usually other races
Yeah.
that really got it together. They children flying on airplanes. Like most of the time when we travel, is us. We going on vacations, but we don't bring our children.
Right.
Because we feel we want to get rid of them. Like, I ain't bringing
turn
my
up.
children to no vacation. I want to turn up. But they include their children in the vacations and be places.
That's true.
And as I'm traveling, I'm looking like, man, the little children riding on the little
suitcase. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like why we don't do that? Because we so used to wanting to get rid of our kids. And, you know, or even get rid of the person that we're in a relationship with. Ooh, girls trip. Ooh, I can finally relax away from my man.
We
And
like girl trips, but we like
but
more
why,
bay
but why
trips
can't,
than girls.
But why can't, if we had more bay trips, and when you start having bay, then single friends gotta leave. You gotta put them to the side. And some people get in their feelings. Oh, well, you don't do what you used to do with me. Well, I'm not single no more. But if we were to really put the puzzle pieces together and really learn how to be valuable to each other, because the key is being valuable to each other. How, and when you get in a relationship, my objective should be how to be valuable to you. What can I offer to you in your life to make your life easy and beneficial? If that's the objective both ways, then it's easy to want to be around that person because every day they wake up, they trying to figure out how they can serve you today.
Right.
Because you go to your job, you know you got appointments. You dress yourself to go to work. You talk to your boss a certain way because you know that that's how you got to do to move up the ladder. Well, what are you doing to be irreplaceable or hard to be replaced or making it valuable? Most men, and I'm going to be real with you as a man, I've cheated before in my life. And you know when I cheated it was because the person was no longer valuable to me. They wasn't an asset, they was a liability. So whenever you're a liability and not an asset, I take a risk.
Right.
Because the risk doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. So I'm going to risk what's valuable to me because you're no longer valuable to me. You became a liability. So it's how do we alleviate that and
I'ma say
continue
this.
being valuable to each other?
Out of all of the relationships I done been in, I cheated once. out of one.
What, out of two?
No, I'm being real with y'all.
Now, for the record, this was before I met my wife. This was before marriage. This was previous relationships before people say, "Hey, well, you know how rumors start."
That's why.
I was gonna say, please
Clear it up.
That's why I'm saying what I'm looking for, because I know what I'm not gonna do to you. The time that I did it, I was younger at the time, or whatever the case is, and for whatever reason, I just got it out of my system that one time. But what I'm saying, out of all of the relationships I was in, I never did. Even in the last one. 10 years, I ain't never did. Yeah, you caught me texting or some kind of, shit like that, but not physically stepping out. So that's why I say at this point, at my age, man, just give me what I want, because I know what I'm not going to do to you. You see what I'm saying? I know that because I'm so tied up into what I do. I love so much of what I do. I don't wanna fill up no extra space with somebody else with you, because I love what I do. This my other love from you. What I'm saying is I do this, so I don't want to fill up.
When you don't have what you love to do, you got idle time, and that idle time play in your mind, and then you're straight because you haven't lined up. So I believe that it's important to know what you really want in life. I think a lot of men juggle women because they don't know what they want to do.
That's it.
Like you jump from job to job because you don't know what you really want to do. Right. So you go from job to job because you don't find the right one. So you jump from woman to woman because you hadn't find the right one that you really desire, or you ain't whole with yourself, because you got to know you. You don't know you, so you're reckless. And hurt people. And I think that, that's why it's important to understand you. And know what it is that you
They
desire.
got a lady had reached out to me and she said she date an entertainer, okay? And this lady in the corporate world, okay, but he never have time for her. A man that really care about you, had you out there with him and right back to your job whenever you need to, he gonna try to steal away and come be back with you. If that's where he really want to be. Stop creating an illusion in your mind that, he just doing what he doing and he just that busy. No, I don't care how busy you is, you make time for what you want. You prioritize what you really like. I don't care how busy you is. I don't care how much money you have or don't have money. You make time for what you want. Somebody will text your phone right now. The right person will text your phone right after that and you're typing the whole paragraph. Somebody will call your phone right now. Put the phone down. The right motherfucker call your phone right after them. You got 4 pots in your hand and you're taking a bath and you're still going answer that phone for that right person. In a crowded building with everybody screaming and hollering. Hey, I can't hear you too much. I'm over here such and such, but I'm going to call you right back. The other one just called you not too long ago. You hit the decline on them. Everybody gonna make time for what they really want. That's just what it is. And I think that in life right now is just that. Stop making an excuse for why somebody not making time for you. They don't want you in that kind of manner. Move on.
That's deep.
Or are you gonna just keep putting up? You settle what you're doing. You're settling. I don't care how much money you got. You intrigued by that lifestyle. And when that person come around every blue moon, you okay with that. Just say that. Because right now you're settling. That's what you're doing. Because if that person really wanted you, if they was making money like that, look, I understand you got your job or whatever, but as soon as you got free time, bam, you with me amongst all these people. No, then people leaving their options open when they do that. That's just what it is. You could tell who not leaving their options open.
What?
That's how a lot of these men are out here.
No, men leaving options open.
A lot of them are just dabbling.
Leaving options open.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
And it's because a lot of women is
we're allowing
playing with them.
Yeah, we're allowing the behavior.
But the women ain't that serious, nigga. You ain't jump off no golden horse either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing with you because I can.
I think that excuse me, the biggest thing we need to address, is mental health. I don't think that we realize how important mental health is for men and for women. If you want to learn how to do hair, you got to go to cosmetology school.
They don't teach you
Nah.
much, but yeah.
You know, well, I'm saying, but you learning something. It's a lot harder. You're going to mess up more learning on your own without any type of help. When you got guidance, it's easy to learn what to avoid and what not to do when you got instruction. We come out the gate to get in relationships with no structure, with no communication skills, with nothing. And we struggle, we lose out. But I think that, you know, we should fix our hurt, our pain before getting involved with somebody. So, you know, why is it that counseling and mental health is taboo to a lot of us?
Because people feel like, I'm not special, I'm not retarded. They always feel like you retarded or special if you have to take medicine or pills. But at the end of the day, a mental can be anxiety. It could be depression. It could be you done lost a loved one. It could be you done been abused. It could be any of those. So anything could trigger your brain to be like, okay, this ain't right, because it's a thought process, of course. So a lot of people don't feel like they should be taking medicine, or they embarrassed. Or they feel like, what can I come tell you as a counselor? What can I tell you if I was your therapist? You know what I'm saying? So in your head, you're like, oh, she can't tell me nothing different that nobody else done already told me. But really and truly, it is a good thing to be able to sit and talk with somebody that you don't know and share the stuff that you've been through. Because some of us don't even know we've been through things. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't think they've been through nothing, but you really have. Like, it might have been your uncle that died. You might not feel like, oh, well, I cried at his funeral, but all right. But it may have really messed you up because now you're scared of death, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where black people, it's really the black culture that feel like they're too embarrassed. Like, the next person going to talk about you if I go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? But it really helps because, I mean, I am a therapist. I'm in school for psychology, but that's what I do as my outside of my music and entertainment or whatever. And talking to some of these people, I'm like, wow. I might need to be seeing a therapist myself.
I've been.
You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of men tell me, you must have been hurt. I don't feel like I ever been hurt. But after listening to some of the people, and I'm like, well, maybe I have. And it might not have been a pain, a physical pain, but inside it may have messed me up.
It's more women that's willing to go to counseling than men, though. It's more women.
That is true.
You like to talk.
That is true.
Been to counseling?
I went like 2-3 years ago. I don't go now, and I'm not interested in going now because she gave me the tools, and I think I do a really good job with that. I think the problem with me is I overthink and I overwork when I don't need to, like an analyzing. I'm very intelligent, and I fuel my mind with like podcasts and books, and just my mind like never stops. So I think because of it, I just see more than I should, and that's my problem. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'll be like, you know, you ain't gotta bullshit me, right?
I went.
And I don't know if it's like a gift that I have that I can literally see
Me too. Yeah.
Because, you know, growing up, I was in gifted classes. So I literally can see things like in texture and color and sound and all like that.
You remind me a lot of myself, because one thing that I've learned, to be slow to speak and observant to listen. And that's one thing that you do. And people that's running around their mouth, you just be sitting back and you just be observant.
Yep.
And when you do that, you can see straight through.
Yeah, you're like,
people.
it's like all the information
It's
goes
crazy.
in your brain and it
And you hear
calculates
what
and
they
it
say.
spits out.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah, it's
would that
crazy.
be John Brown?
It's crazy.
I was in a relationship. I went to counseling. Where that boy lost me at was when he gave me some homework. I said, well, pick this shit up and let's go it on. You think I'm in here at 40 years old to get some homework?
But I'll say this: you have to be.
Go home and
But you know,
Just to put, you have to be careful who you talk to.
Question now?
Yeah.
But you know, go ahead.
You have to be careful who you talk to, because sometimes they'll put their feelings onto you. Not every therapist is a good therapist.
You have to find somebody good. But for me, I was, anger management was something that I needed. Because
Not you.
Yes.
What?
As an alpha male,
I'm so confused by that.
as an
Not
alpha
you.
male, we respond aggressive to dominant women. As an alpha male, we will let our manhood trump everything. So it's that's why when you have an alpha male, you have to know how to love him. You can't love him like the average man. Because if you come at me with sassy ways and all, it's like I'm your weakness and like you my mama, I'm gonna buck you, and I'm gonna buck the system. I'm gonna tell you, no, I'm on top of you, even if it gets physical. That's why with the alpha male, submission and softness is how you melt his heart, like a lion. You're not going to a lion with a baseball bat and going rah, or a pit bull, because he's gonna bite you. But if you go in there and you start rubbing that lion on his mane, start scratching him and patting him, what that lion gonna do? Oh, he gonna turn over the king of the jungle. So when you have a man that's the king of the jungle, how do you calm him down? And I
trying to do
realized
that now.
in counseling, it helped because I had to realize that as an alpha male, I don't have to growl. Like, you got to think about it. You don't have, a lion is not growling in the woods for no reason.
Right.
You will never see a lion just rah at everybody he see. They know he the king of the jungle. They know he a lion. They fear him. So I had to realize I had to start operating like a lion. When I walk in the building, I walk in there with confidence because I know who I am. When I walk in my house, I ain't gotta respond to my wife if she having a bad day or she on 1 or 2 or 3. I know who I am.
But what got you there? Did you do therapy?
I did.
You said
Therapy.
anger management.
Yes,
That's the same
yes.
thing as therapy.
Because I got to the point where I would be so angry, I would break stuff.
What?
Because
That's so crazy.
Because
to
I
think
allowed myself to have a trigger. I allowed myself to have a trigger. And from what I've seen from other men in my life, that's how they responded to conflict. We don't know how to respond to conflict, even men and women. Women are verbal.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of using their verbal in a submissive, nice, passive way, they're going to use it in an argumentative way. And we realize that don't go nowhere. That don't work for a man. And that's why most relationships fail between men and women, especially African Americans, because women don't know how to speak with love and men don't know how to give love.
That's true.
And it's a huge gap. So counseling and communication skills is necessary. Learning how to communicate, how to listen to understand, not respond. We listen to prove you wrong. But why would you want to prove somebody wrong that you
Instead
love?
of right.
If you love them, why would you want to prove them wrong? Because it's not a right or wrong thing. Oh, you're wrong.
Right.
Nah, I want you to be. There is no right. There is no wrong.
Right.
There's no
There's
such
an
thing as
opinion.
wrong. It's your right and my right. It's no such thing as wrong. So I believe that more men need to realize, before you reach out to a woman to try to holler at her, are you true with yourself? Are you healed? I can't say, well, you know what? I don't trust women. Then why am I in your inbox? I gotta fix why I don't trust women before I even shoot my shot at you, because
Right.
I'm coming to you damaged, and hurt people. But you gotta have enough accountability to say, you know what, I ain't right. I can't get in a relationship with you. I got some healing to do. I gotta go to counseling. And counseling, not all of it help. But you gotta take the tools and see how it applies to your life. Right? But communication and learning how to speak.
Yeah.
As men, the problem with us is that our words reflect our actions, and what we say actually happens. It's power in the tongue, and a lot of men don't realize the power in that, so we speak damnation over a lot of things. Oh, you ain't this, you ain't that. Then he's never gonna be that. When you start speaking in confidence and reassuring situations, then that's when barriers break. And I believe that we so used to speaking death over our relationships and allowing friends to say, oh, girl, he ain't this, he ain't that. You think it.
What people are y'all talking? My friends
You can
don't
have a
ever
good
do
man,
that.
but since your friends told you he wasn't nothing, he ain't nothing in your eyes.
I don't
You could have
associate
a
with
good
people like
woman,
that.
but since
That means
everybody
you
in
might be
your
with somebody that ain't got a man that's doing them wrong.
Yep. It's just crazy how what you speak into existence. So I believe men need help. And me going to counseling, learning how to communicate. My biggest thing was my children, because they watched me some of my bad ways. And when I see them starting to reflect in their life, it was a chin check. It was an uppercut like, uh-oh. They watch everything you do.
And they mimic it.
Exactly. And I didn't want to be a hypocrite on Facebook no more. Because I was a hypocrite.
I'm happy you're not a hypocrite.
Well, everybody go through that phase where you got to learn. Like in your 20s, you in your 20s.
Right.
But you can't do the same thing in your 20s and your 30s and then 30s into your 40s. I'm about to be 40. So if I want to be a leader and I want to be an advocate of change, the change got to start with me. Because it got to be believable. I can't be out here reckless if I want people to follow what's going on. So I had to line up, but I got accountability partners. I got friends that's going to tell me, hey, look, no, you're slipping. Hey, you know what? Let me call you. Take that off of Facebook. Because even though you trying, you just going to fall. You're going to fall. But as men, we need to know that, hey, listen, we can go to counseling, and we need women to support that. A lot of women are going to throw it in your face. You crazy. You got to go to counseling. Well, you the one that's
now.
crazy, not me.
I
you
think
know?
now women want the men to go.
I
just
think
can't
it's
throw-
sexy when you said I've done therapy.
Really.
Oh, what?
The thing
Yes.
is, you just can't use somebody's
So
weakness
sexy.
in an argument,
Right.
because that's not love. You don't throw it in my face that I went, oh yeah, you had to go get help. Yeah, you know, you don't ever make fun of my issue if you're really my partner.
Be glad I fixed it, because if I didn't fix it, I wouldn't be good for you.
I think if I had to be single, single, we both going to counseling before. We gonna take some communication classes. We gonna talk. We gonna figure out how we can drink coffee and talk without the cell phone and build a foundation and set some non-negotiables in the house. What's our rules gonna be? I don't care what your friends do.
Setting
You gotta
rules
find out
and
what works.
standards and a plan. Why is it that, especially for entrepreneurs, you know, we're all entrepreneurs. Why do we not do that in relationships? We have plans in our businesses. Why do we not have it in our relationships?
Right.
Now, I've tried to do that, and men have told me that's too controlling. Man, just go with the flow. I'm not going with the flow
There's
because
no
I don't
direction.
live my life on a flow.
We in the
It's
same
like
page.
you driving without no direction.
Yeah, I
You ain't got
don't-
no
I don't
map.
flow
Because
with
at the
nothing.
age we are now, we know what we want. We know what we're
Yeah,
not gonna.
and it has to. I need to know. We're going this way. Let's have a
like
plan.
he
Let's
said,
have
he
a goal.
48. He ain't got time to be playing.
No,
we ain't got
no.
time to be playing right now.
No,
This
when
looking
you get in
for
your
our
40s,
forever.
when you get in your 40s, it's like, look, we gotta be together for a reason. What's your 5-year goal? Where we going?
Yeah.
What we doing?
And there's
Let's
nothing
map
wrong
this
with
out.
doing
You got
that.
a 401k, you
and
got
doing
an IRA,
check-ins.
life
You
insurance.
can do 30-day check-ins,
Yeah, because
60-day check-ins.
as much
Yeah.
as we at venues and all that, I don't do the club. They be thinking I'm
Right.
a club
Yeah,
person.
I don't club either.
I don't
other than
go
when
I
out.
don't either.
No
Listen,
matter
host.
how many places you see me at, I'm here to do a job.
Yes.
But you looking at it like, oh, everybody must be hiding at you because you always. I'm at the house with
the
the door
house.
closed
Yeah.
all of the time.
Me too.
I'm a
I'm
real
telling you,
talk.
my door ain't closed because I'm at home by myself.
Yeah.
But I am there
Yeah, I'm at home too.
Yeah, at
being a
home
parent.
too.
watching Tubi.
Hot dog. Man, listen, y'all. It's been Table Talk with Uncle Luck, where you get the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Before we go, man, introduce yourself and, just kind of see what you got going on, for the people.
Oh my God, I'm so tired. My name is Jewel Chappell, also known as the Sparkle Lady. I have a cleaning business, the Sparkle Lady Cleans, and I'm also inspirational speaker and a host. So hit me up. What's up? And I'm single.
Y'all already know me, man. Uncle Luck, author, comedian, motivational speaker, home inspector, singer, you name it, whatever you want to call it.
I'm Ice Doll. I'm a artist, Southern Soul hip hop artist with a little bit of razzle dazzle with the singing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a counselor, therapist. So if y'all need some therapy, come holler at your girl. I do have a serious side, and I really do get deep with you.
Yeah, you really do.
I do Tubi movies, Lifetime movies, BET movies, any movies that you want me to be in.
Get an
I'm
autograph.
there, and I'm a cosmetologist, but I do nails. I do nails, baby. So get at your girl.
I'm K Chill. I'm here to make you laugh. And if this comedy shit don't work, I'll be back on the lawnmower cutting your yard. No, whatever it's gonna take to get these dollars coming through you. I got some I Know You Lying air freshener. When you see this here online, get you some. But for now, this is working. But I'm just saying, I'll jump back on that tractor in a heartbeat if need be.
Shout out to our sponsor, y'all, Duran and Carthon, y'all, where you get all your legal services taken care of. Hit them up, y'all, regardless of whatever it is, car accidents, divorces, work accidents, whatever it is, holla at Duran and Carthon, y'all. Shout out to the Yard, y'all. The Yard. I'm telling
Cameron
you.
is the bomb.
Cameron, y'all, with the Yard. I'm telling you, listen, photography,
in the city.
podcast, you name it, whatever it is, y'all better get at them, y'all.